It's just time for us to be in the real world.
Maybe it's never too late to finally start living the life you really want.
What up, guys? I have a very special episode of Trailer Trash for you today. Today we're going to be looking at a movie called Boulevard, starring Robin Williams. The reason this is a very special episode is because this is the first time I'll be reviewing a trailer of a movie that I actually worked on. That's right, I worked on the set in the production department as the first team PA. For those of you who don't know what a first team PA is, it's the production assistant that keeps track of the actors, basically. On set, I'm in charge of making sure that they get wired, that they have everything they need, and that they are ready to go to set whenever the director calls for them. That being said, I got to work very close with some amazing actors like Kathy Baker and Bob Odenkirk. And, of course, Robin Williams. This episode is going to be a lot different than my normal episodes of Trailer Trash, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. So the trailer opens up and Robin Williams is giving a voiceover. We see a few shots establishing Robin's character, and basically he's a guy that has just always lived the way he thinks he's supposed to. Now to break from the trailer. This movie was written by Doug Sosby. So here's the crazy thing about this whole thing came to be. Douglas wrote the screenplay based off of his own experiences in his own life. Basically, he got way later in life and then realized that he was gay. So he writes the screenplay, he gets a director, he starts getting actors, they get money and all that good stuff, and then they get greenlit. They're ready to go. They're gonna go make this movie. They go to the house that most of this movie was filmed in, and after talking with the homeowners, they realize that the homeowners experienced this exact story, basically. The husband got way later in life than normal, and he realized that he was gay, and so this was a very special thing for the homeowners to have. They really wanted us to film there, and that's why we ended up filming in the house that we did. Truly bizarre. Back to the trailer.
I mean, you've been here 25 years now, right?
Almost 26.
Must have thought about making a change from time to time.
So, Henry Haggard is a local Nashville actor, and he's amazing, and he plays Robin's boss in this movie. I just really wanted to bring him up because he's an amazing, talented actor, and he was a pleasure to work with. If you ever get a chance to check out any of his work, I would highly recommend that you do so. So Robin turns down the boulevard and he meets Roberto Aguirre.
Nothing turned out the way I thought, I guess. And suddenly, I'm 60 years old.
Oh, you want to give me a ride?
Excuse me?
Asked if you want to give me a ride.
Sure.
Now, Roberto plays a young male prostitute in Nashville. The crazy thing is, Roberto lost 35 pounds for this role. It didn't even call for it. He just thought that it would really bring a vulnerability to the character, and he was totally right. I don't know the exact insane diet that he went on in order to lose all the weight, but man, it was hard for him. I can tell you, I was watching the dude day to day. It was taking a lot out of him. And again, it totally shows in the character.
I don't even know your name.
Leo.
I'm Nolan. I'm really swamped at work here, and the only way to get through it is if I stay late.
So, over the course of the film, Robin starts building this relationship with Roberto, and in a weird way starts to have an affair. Kinda.
We have separate beds, separate lives, separate rooms. Why?
Alright, now fun factoid about Kathy Baker. She had this drink that we all called the Kathy Baker. And she had picked it up in some way, shape, or form from somebody way down the road, but she really enjoyed it, and that drink was an iced coffee with a splash of milk and a Diet Coke. And you know what? Wasn't half bad.
I need to talk to you, Leo. I went out on a limb for
Get out of my house.
I'm just trying to help you.
So I don't want to give too much about the film away, but suffice it to say that Robin is having a hard time coming to terms with this new experience that he's having in his life.
I tried to call you at the bank.
Hey, princess. Where's my money? Hey!
Now that's Giles Matthey, and he's been building a huge resume over the last few years, and he does one hell of a southern pimp accent. Dude's British, just saying. He does a pretty good job.
Leave him alone!
My God, Nolan, what happened?
I can't fool you, can I?
No, you can't.
So at the end of the day, what this movie is about is a man who has lived his life for 50 plus years, and this is the first time that he really feels like he's got the chance to live.
I love you, Joy. That was never a lie.
Okay, break from the trailer again. So, in this scene, you'll see Robin Williams is looking at Kathy Baker. They're at the foot of the stairs. Now, here's kind of how this played out in real life. I was outside and I hear Urs, our first AD, come over the walkie, and he goes, Kyler, can you bring in some waters, Kyler? And I'm like, yeah, Urs, no problem, I'm coming right now. So I hop up and I grab some waters, and I go inside and I go to the foot of the stairs, and unbeknownst to me, what Urs forgot to tell me was that they were rehearsing still. So they're rehearsing and they have to walk right to those stairs that you saw in the preview. And I'm standing there, looking like an idiot, with 2 waters in my hands, as they're right in the middle of this really heated scene between them. And Robin looks at me, and he tells me to get out. So I left. So I'm standing outside, very, very embarrassed, so to speak, and I hear Urs come over the walkie, and he goes, Kyler, I am so sorry, Kyler, I should have told you we were still rehearsing. He's German, by the way, just so you know, that's how he talks. And so I'm sitting there, I'm just like, you know, trying to maintain composure, because I feel like I did something wrong. This was my first feature-length film that I ever worked on, and I was like, oh god, you know, I'm pissed off Robin Williams, and all of a sudden I hear, you know, cut, and I'm like, cut, and all of a sudden Robin pops out and he looks at me and he goes, hey boss, I'm so sorry, it was just a really intense scene. I'm like, you know, he walks up and I'm like all stone-faced, and I'm just like, oh yeah, no problem. When on the inside, I'm really just like, so I'm like, yeah, no problem, it's no big deal. He's like, okay, are we good? I'm like, yeah, man, we're good. He's like, okay, and he walks away, and I'm like,
It's just time for us to be in the real world.
Maybe it's never too late to finally start living the life you really want.
And that's it. We shot this movie over the course of like 28 days or something like that. And we did it all right here in Nashville, Tennessee. I got to work with some of the greatest actors the world has ever seen. And boy, did I learn so much. I mean, like I said, this was my first feature-length film I'd ever worked on. I had had experience clearly before getting on with this film, but this was the first time, and I'd always really looked up to Robin Williams as an actor, and it totally paid off to work on this movie. It was just an amazing, amazing experience, and I'm so happy that I got to do it.
Trailer trashed.
Okay, so one last little fun story before we wrap this up. The director of photography of this film is a guy named Chung Hoon Chung. Now, if you don't know his work specifically, you at least probably ran into it, especially if you like the old movie called Old Boy. That's right, he was the director of photography for Old Boy. Anyways, we're at the wrap party, and I really just wanted to tell Chung that I really respected what he did. So I walk up to Chung, and we've all been having a couple of drinks, and we were having fun. And just so you know, I'm getting ahead of myself, Chung is Asian, so he has an interpreter that goes around with him everywhere that he goes. He can understand English pretty well, but he doesn't speak it so much. So that's why he has the interpreter. Anyways, he understands a lot more than he lets on. So I walk up to Chung and I'm like, Chung, I really respect your work. And he looks at me and he goes, huh? And I said, I really respect your work, Chung. And he goes, my shirt? I said, no, Chung, what I'm saying is I really respect your work. And he goes, oh, sorry, I already have a girlfriend. Oh man, good times, good times. So anyways, what did you guys think of this? Did you enjoy this trailer trash, and do you think you'll go to the movies to see this once it comes out? Or are you gonna wait for like DVD or Netflix or TV? Don't wait for TV. Go support this movie. It's a great independent film. You should really go watch it either in the theater or on DVD. You pick, it's your choice, I'm just saying. So guys, make sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this, and as always guys, make sure to like, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. It's all down in the information section. Just go do one of those things, and also make sure to subscribe. I know I already said subscribe, but just go subscribe. Adios. What? I told you this episode was going to be different.
Trailer trash.